June 24, 2022, the Supreme Court issued a landmark ruling overturning Roe v. Wade. The result, sweeping changes to abortion access across the country, including severely restrictive laws in many states.
One development following the ruling, doctors have seen from both men and women an increased interest in sterilization procedures, with some even choosing to take that permanent step.
We spoke with two women who have made that decision and doctors who are helping patients navigate the new healthcare landscape. 2 months before that final ruling. It's May of 2022, and a leaked document suggested the U.S. Supreme Court was planning to strike down Roe v. Wade and the constitutional right to an abortion. Louisiana resident Laura Lee Herron was watching.
I called my gynecologist the day that I read that to get a consultation for my appointment.
Having had an abortion many years ago while in an abusive relationship, Herron wanted to make sure she wouldn't face another unplanned pregnancy.
And so if you know you don't want a child, this is the best way to prevent that.
Soon after, Herron received a bilateral salpingectomy, a procedure completely removing her fallopian tubes, a form of permanent sterilization. She was 31 at the time with no children. It turns out, Herron was not alone. In the months following the High Court's decision, a JAMA Health Forum research letter published in April of 2024 revealed an uptick in the number of young people 18 to 30 turning to permanent sterilization. The research also showed during the period of June of 2022 to September of 2023, the rate at which women seeking tubal sterilization nearly doubled. And it's not just women. A study published in the International Journal of Impotence Research in February of 2023 revealed a more than 22% increase in vasectomy consultations after the Dobbs decision, compared with the same period the previous year. Dr. Ralph Doderive is an OBGYN with Ochsner Health in Louisiana, one of a number of states with the most restrictive abortion laws. He said he's seen renewed interest at his OBGYN group in tubal ligations after the Supreme Court's ruling. How has that changed the conversation that you're having with your patients?
Well, you're seeing more patients come and want to talk about permanent sterilization. That's the first part of it. And you're seeing people who really never want to have children, and they want a more confident procedure or plan so that they won't get pregnant. And it's not that people were using elective abortion for birth control, but in the back of their mind, it was still sort of a backup.
When the Supreme Court issued its ruling, 13 states had trigger laws automatically banning abortions. Hayden Sater lives in Idaho, one of the 13. She opted for tubal ligation. Do you think that you would have done things differently without the Dobbs decision?
Oh, for sure. I don't think I probably ever would have really pulled the trigger on getting my tubes tied.
A decision that for some comes with regret. When a patient requests permanent sterilization, it's standard for doctors to consult them about regret. According to the National Institutes of Health, nearly 1 in 4 women who opt for tubal sterilization wanted to have their sterilizations reversed. Herron has no regrets about her decision to have the surgery.
I feel an immense sense of relief knowing that I can't get pregnant in the state of Louisiana, especially because they have been turning women away from emergency rooms. I feel really glad that I got this done. I just feel relief mostly.
Herron says she's sharing her story with other women and says she worries about what abortion restrictions will mean for their health and well-being. She had the protection of Roe v. Wade years ago, but today, others don't.
My heart breaks for them. I am so scared on behalf of these women who are in situations like I was in and cannot get out. When you have a child with an abusive man, he has an anchor to you for the rest of your life, and I think that that's just devastating for a lot of women.
For young women making the decision to get a tubal ligation, finding a doctor to perform the procedure isn't always easy. Dr. Francesca Vihaidanik is known as Dr. Fran on social media. This New York OBGYN has compiled a list of doctors across the country willing to help women who want tubal sterilizations. Over the last 2 years, Dr. Fran's list has ballooned to more than 2,000 OBGYNs from across the country.